The Whispering Shadows. Late one autumn evening, in a small town surrounded by dense woods, a curious 17-year-old named Clara was dared by her friends to explore an abandoned mansion at the edge of town. The mansion had been the subject of ghost stories for decades, its windows dark and hollow like watching eyes. It was said to be haunted by the original owner, a reclusive artist named Elias Greaves, who vanished mysteriously over 50 years ago. Armed with only a flashlight and her resolve, Clara stepped through the creaking front door. The air inside was stale, carrying a faint metallic tang. The flashlight beam cut through the darkness, revealing peeling wallpaper, shattered mirrors, and paintings hung crookedly on the walls. Each painting depicted shadowy figures with hollow eyes, their expressions twisted in agony. She ventured deeper into the house, the silence broken only by the sound of her footsteps and the occasional groan of the aging structure. In the study, she found a journal lying open on an oak desk. The last entry was scrawled in frantic handwriting. "They watch me even now. The shadows move when I turn away. I can't escape them. No one can." A chill ran down Clara's spine, but she couldn't turn back now. She pushed open the door to the basement, where the smell of damp earth was overwhelming. The walls were lined with more of Elias's artwork, but these were different, unfinished canvases with shadows painted in. The figures seemed to writhe under the beam of her flashlight as if caught in motion. Then the whispering began. Soft, unintelligible murmurs surrounded her, coming from nowhere and everywhere at once. She swung the flashlight wildly, but the beam seemed to dim. Her breath quickened as she realized the shadows on the walls were no longer confined to the paintings. They stretched and crawled toward her, their shapes unnatural, their movements deliberate. Clara stumbled backward, her flashlight clattering to the ground and going out. The darkness enveloped her, and the whispers grew louder, taking on a cruel, mocking tone. She felt something cold brush against her arm, a touch that wasn't human. Panic surged through her as she screamed, but the sound was swallowed by the oppressive dark. The next morning, Clara's friends found the mansion exactly as it always had been, silent and decayed. But Clara was gone, with no trace of her except for her flashlight lying in the dust. Months later, a new painting appeared in the town's local museum, a donation with no known sender. It was a hauntingly realistic depiction of a young girl with terror in her eyes, her figure half consumed by shadows. Some swear that if you stare long enough, you can hear faint whispers emanating from the canvas, calling your name.